The title fight continues in 5 lights time. We're underway and sprinting to turn number 1. Lando Norris gets the reaction time. What's the second phase like? Piastri side by side with Antonelli. Russell diving to the inside. Aggressive stuff for Verstappen. He gains a position and we see Norris with the race lead. Antonelli in second place. They're squirming all over the road as they apply the power. Fernando Alonso lost that position to Max Verstappen, who is up to P5. It's Norris, Antonelli, Piastri, the top 3.
Antonelli did well to hold second position. Came across towards the dry bit of track and found some drive as one of the Racing Bulls finds the grass down towards turn 4. I think that was Liam Lawson further back. This is Behrman now slow, and then he puts Lawson towards the grass.
And we get pinched down to turn 4. Lawson into the side of the Haas, and round goes Oliver Behrman.
This kid pushes me in the grass and then says that, well, I don't know where I'm meant to go. It's typical Lawson.
And Hamilton is already up to 8th. Let's have a look at this off the line for Lewis on the drier part of the circuit, but on the medium tyres. You've got Hulkenberg flying down the inside, and then just some caution from the inside on braking. This time the grip comes to Lewis, just 1 car's width wide of the apex, and it's a nice opportunistic start.
The first sector, which is the centre S, turn 3, and into the braking zone of turn 4. Antonelli, very, very confident.
Piastri's
in the wall! In the wall and out of the race! The slippery conditions put Piastri in the barriers, and one of the contenders for the title is out!
Oh, there's
another one in the barriers as Colapinto finds himself there as well, and the safety car is out as Piastri finds the barrier at turn 3.
We get towards the apex of 2, get on the throttle, and you could just see the white line and the puff of spray that came off on the left-hand side, and boof, we're heading to the barriers. It looked treacherous there from the first lap. The drivers were handling it so well, but not finally, where we've got 1 and then 2, and then very soon, 3 cars all finding the barriers on the same lap.
We're on board with Nico Hulkenberg. Watch the left front tyre.
Very ambitious with that. All over it. You've also got then the ride that's giving you natural bouncing. Your tyres are searching for that little bit of grip. And when you've got high speeds and full load, it's so easy to do it. Point is that 3 of them have done it on the same lap.
Red flag, and we have an interruption for a sprint race, which is fairly rare, have to say.
The car is just bouncing everywhere. It's terrible. Can't keep up.
Yeah, okay, we're just going to try and get you through some recommendations for turn 1. Turn 1 looks really poor.
No, it's just wet. I have no grip. It's not
yes,
the balance.
so we are giving you recommendations so that you avoid oversteering into the corner every lap, Max. Whether you take them or not is up to you.
We're about to go back racing in Interlagos, and here we go. This is going to be tight. Remember the confidence that we've seen for Kimi Antonelli. Down to the first turn, Russell side by side with his teammate. The green flag flying once again. Lock up for Alonso, and it's wide for Max Verstappen. It's going to leave him vulnerable to the 2-time world champion. The Mercedes are scrapping further up the order. Lando Norris leads. Then it's Antonelli versus Russell as we plunge down the hill, and George Russell's got the inside line, but it's greasy off the racing line in Interlagos, and Russell knows it. He backs away. The scrap between Alonso and Verstappen is favoured at the moment for Max Verstappen, but they were side by side through turn number 5. Lots of puddles in the background. Verstappen P4, Norris, Antonelli, Russell and Verstappen the top 4.
Alonso softs fired up really nicely, and he was just able to force Verstappen onto the damp stuff, which left him defending corner after corner after corner, and somehow he keeps Alonso behind him.
I'll be sure to let him know.
Yeah, further up the road, the battle between the Aston Martin and Fernando Alonso and Charles Leclerc is on. And Alonso knows it, deviating away from the racing line, then parking it back on that racing line, and he hangs on to 5th position, but the Ferrari is attacking.
I think Alonso's going to crick his neck with the amount of time he's spending looking in the mirror and then forward again and then the mirror again. He is making sure he is positioning that Aston Martin exactly where it needs to be.
There's a gasp from the crowd outside our commentary box because Esteban Ocon is soaring the Racing Bull car in front of Liam Lawson in half, but he's unable to get by. Ocon and Behrman both chasing down Lawson, who doesn't have the pace of his teammate at the moment. Ocon has got the racing line, and he's got the pass completed. Nicely done for Esteban Ocon, who's up to P13. P1 up for grabs in Sao Paulo. Single file through here, but this is where Antonelli has been superlative all the way through. Can he force an error from Norris? Can he put the pressure on and become the second youngest winner in Formula One history? We're running out of laps. Charles Leclerc getting close to Fernando Alonso. Lock up for Fernando Alonso at the center S's. And now he's forced the two-time champion off the ideal racing line. The top two are climbing the hill to Ferradura, and you can see descending down to turn 4. Charles Leclerc's finally going to get past Fernando Alonso in the battle for P5. Charles Leclerc gets past the Aston Martin.
So he's gone straight on into the barriers at the top of the Senna S, hasn't he? It's a fast part of the circuit, 190, 200 miles per hour, DRS.
And he's looking for a move to the inside, and that is an enormous accident. Thank goodness Gabriel Bortoleto is all right. And that was what could happen if you went away from the racing line, went for the late braking move, and I'm so relieved he's all right. That is an enormous crash.
Yeah, the runoff is not big there, so he comes from the outside, goes across. He's got a similar thing at a different part of the circuit, but he's got lateral load on, so he's turning as he's braking there to dive to the inside. On the slippery part, you can see the moisture on the circuit. Wow, fierce.
Norris just needs to get a good exit of turn 12 and climb the hill to extend his championship lead. Antonelli made him work all the time, but it's Lando Norris who comes across the line. He sweeps round turn 15. Lando Norris wins the sprint in Sao Paulo to extend his championship lead to 9 points. Antonelli in second, Russell in third, Verstappen in fourth, and then they're all backing off at the end there, mandated by the yellow flag. So they will cruise across the line with no opportunity of overtaking. And it is Charles Leclerc, Fernando Alonso, Lewis Hamilton and Pierre Gasly back in the points for the first time since the Belgian Grand Prix.
Cool, what happened?
Yeah, softs are really good. But yeah, not quick enough really.
Interlagos, full of incidents once again. But it's Lando Norris who held his nerve and has won the sprint race in Sao Paulo for the second year in a row. Norris, Antonelli and Russell, the top three.